You wake up every morning with one purpose, not joy, not curiosity, just rage. You don't know what's going to ruin your day yet, but you know something will. Maybe it's a shopping cart left half an inch outside the corral. Maybe it's a teenager with blue hair who dares to exist. Maybe it's your coffee being 1 degree too cold, like your womb since it got ghosted by sperm. Whatever it is, you will sniff it out like a bloodhound with a Xanax addiction, and your blood pressure will spike like your third husband's heart rate the day you found his OnlyFans bookmarks. You look in the mirror, hair stacked like an overpriced dessert at a chain restaurant, highlights that say, I asked for managers, lipstick applied like war paint. This is the uniform. This is how battle begins. You don't just get dressed, you armor up. You drive like you own the road, mostly because you paid off your Toyota Highlander with a divorce settlement and now believe your name should be carved into every stop sign. Someone doesn't use their blinker? That's a hate crime. You tailgate them so hard it counts as a second marriage. You pull into a parking lot and immediately spot a car slightly over the line. This is it. The day has officially been ruined. It's not your car. It doesn't affect your life. But the injustice, the audacity, you can feel the rage bubble up like cheap rosé on an empty stomach. You whip out your phone and start filming. There is no audience, but somehow you believe this video will bring justice. Who watches these videos? Nobody. But you still upload, one shaky, angry frame at a time. You storm into the store, eyes scanning like a Terminator program to detect the one cashier working on their first day. They smile nervously. You don't see a human, you see prey. You go in, hard. You complain about prices, about the line, about the music playing in the background. You say it's too loud. It's actually not. But you once read an article about how noise increases stress levels, and now you repeat it like a parrot on a panic attack. The people behind you groan. You feel powerful. Their suffering fuels you, like an emotional vampire who only feeds on inconvenience. Back at home, you call customer service. You don't need help. You just haven't yelled at anyone in 3 hours. You complain about the packaging on your dish soap, the color of a cereal box, a commercial that offended you. You are the last line of defense between civilization and collapse, and that collapse apparently begins with too many raisins in Raisin Bran. Your kids stop visiting. Your friends stop calling. Even the dog looks tired of your nonsense. But that's okay. You have Facebook. You share conspiracy theories written in Comic Sans. You argue in comment sections with strangers who have cartoon profile pictures. You post minion memes with captions like, I may be crazy, but at least I'm not fake. It gets 3 likes, all from other Karens. You used to be fun. Maybe? Probably not. But you had friends once. Now, they fake plans. Your own family screens your calls. When you show up uninvited, they all suddenly become allergic to air. Even your dog starts to fake seizures, just to avoid going on walks with you. You visit a restaurant. You inspect the menu like a detective solving a murder. You want something that isn't on the menu, made with ingredients they don't have, cooked in a way that requires a time machine. When the server says no, you act like they just spit in your child's eye. You say you know the owner, you don't. But the lie feels so good. Your food arrives. You stare at it like it's trying to trick you. You send it back, twice. Not because it's bad, but because you can. The waiter cries in the kitchen. You feel a flicker of joy, a little serotonin boost from human misery. Everywhere you go, you spread discomfort like glitter at a craft fair. Loud sighs in line. Passive aggressive comments. Asking, can I speak to someone who actually knows what they're doing? Like you just uncovered a secret government scandal in aisle 7. You pretend to be calm. You are not. You are a volcano with a coupon book. Your neighbors avoid eye contact. Their kids run inside when you step onto your lawn. You've called the HOA on them for having a slightly crooked mailbox. You complain about their wind chimes. You leave anonymous notes about their recycling habits. You believe you're improving the community. They believe you're one mild inconvenience away from becoming a full-time local news story. You're not afraid to go viral. In fact, you crave it. You don't know how TikTok works, but you know someone's recording you, and that's enough. You yell louder. You flail more. You make bizarre, threatening hand gestures like a middle-aged interpretive dancer having a breakdown at Target. Your sense of justice is warped. You believe the biggest threat to society is being told to wear a mask for 10 minutes at a hair salon. You claim freedom, but only your kind of freedom. Everyone else's freedom? Too loud, too brown, too gay, too inconvenient. Your health declines. Not because of age, because of venom. Every cell in your body works overtime to keep you bitter. You get winded walking to your mailbox, mostly from the psychic weight of your own pettiness. Your bones ache, but your thirst for vengeance stays strong. You still email the city about your neighbor's fence color. You still call the fire department when someone lights a barbecue without your written consent. The internet roasts you daily. You don't even realize you're the joke. You think they're jealous? Of what? Your impressive ability to turn a simple Starbucks run into a federal case? You try to justify your behavior with phrases like, I'm just honest, or people are too sensitive. No, you're not honest. You're just mean. You're not blunt. You're just exhausting. Holidays come and go. No one invites you. You say it's because you speak your mind. It's actually because you ruin everything. You talk politics during grace. You critique the stuffing. You bring up miscarriages and DUIs like it's light dinner talk. You get drunk off white wine and tell your niece her boyfriend looks like a school shooter. You're the human version of a car crash, impossible to look at, yet somehow still louder than the sirens. Even strangers can sense it now. The storm cloud aura, the constant readiness to complain, the hair, the tone, the shoes. You radiate doom. You are the final boss in a customer service RPG. No one wants to fight you, but they have to in order to complete the quest. There's a bitterness to your coffee that isn't the roast. It's your soul. You've turned grievances into a personality, petty preferences into politics. You're really just allergic to joy. Eventually, your world shrinks. People stop engaging. Even the people who used to argue with you realize it's not worth the emotional root canal. You start yelling at Alexa. You file a complaint with your HOA about your own grass. You Google your own name and leave 5-star reviews. You are your only friend now. You and your curated list of imaginary enemies. No one wants to become you. But the scary part? Some people already have. You're contagious, like a virus made of Fox News clips, expired opinions, and microwave chicken salad. You spread through fear, through entitlement, through unchecked trauma dressed up as standards. But you're not strong. You're not brave. You're just loud. You're noise without meaning, fireworks that only make dogs cry. And the real punchline? No one's afraid of you anymore. Not the staff, not the neighbors, not the world. You scream, and all they hear is static. A once ferocious roar. Now just the dying wheeze of a forgotten tyrant in a Ross dress for less. Rage on, Karen. The show's over. But you're still demanding an encore no one asked for.